Dude, YouTube's weird. So like on most of my videos it's just like me looking back at them. There's a couple like random views, but like one of them got like 75 views for like no reason. I was just
Oh
doing a
yeah,
poison quest.
interesting.
Yeah.
My so out of the random YouTube videos that I've made, I've had two that have reached about 500 views. One is I had this weird winter grasp DC happen where
Mhm.
everything was still happening around me and I could still move around. I could see everything happening, what everybody was doing, but none of my actions did anything and nobody could see me. So like everyone was just ignoring me and I was able to like walk into like the Alliance, like where all the Alliance were, and the Alliance were just ignoring me, but I was able to like watch everything they were doing. It was really fucking weird.
That
And so
is really weird.
I recorded it and posted that on the WoW subreddit, and that got like 550, uh, 550, 500, 600 views, something like that.
Mhm. Damn, that's crazy.
And the
That's
other
really
one I
weird though.
got,
Like you're just like a GM pretty much. You just
yeah,
like
it
are
was
able to
really
just
fucking
walk through
weird.
everything.
It fixed it by me like logging out, logging back in again, but it was super fucking weird. Um, the other one I got that got about that many views. Actually, I guess there's three. I have a video from like almost 10 years ago now. That's me playing a game called Life is Feudal. And that video has like just accumulated like 700 views. I think just because it's been up so long. You know what I mean? Like it gets like 2 views a year or whatever. And then it fucking ends up with fucking a bunch of views. Well, not even a bunch. It's still not even 1,000. But
It's still pretty cool, man.
the third video, do you know who Ethan Klein H3H3 is?
No. Ah, damn it, Scorpion. Get out of here.
Okay, so try to keep it succinct because this could be a fucking hour-long topic. But he's a podcaster slash YouTuber, kind of controversial. Used to have a lot of fans. A lot of his fans have fallen off because he used to be one of those people who would make like kind of edgy humor, making fun of like SJWs and stuff like that. And now
Okay.
people think he has become an SJW, so a lot of people have stopped watching him. But so Ethan Klein doesn't think that Twitter is free speech because it's not, right? Like the platform, it has complete control over who's allowed to say what they want. Their freedom of association means that they're allowed to ban you for pretty much whatever reason they want, meaning that it's not free speech. You know what I mean? Like free speech is protection from being reprimanded by the government for something you say. So like Twitter can do whatever they want, it doesn't fucking matter. And
Mhm.
so he would argue that, and then he would say something stupid, and Twitter would ban him, or YouTube would ban him, or whatever. And people would come out and be like, good, I'm glad he got banned because he doesn't support free speech. And it's like that mindset is just antithetical because if you're a supporter of free speech, you should be supporting everyone's speech, even if that speech is saying free speech shouldn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So by them all of a sudden like changing their position and being like, no, fuck him because he doesn't support free speech, so I'm not gonna support his free speech. It's like you're making yourself a hypocrite, you know? So I just made a video basically like outlining that for people because people didn't understand that. Like he would say that to his like critics, being like, "You're kind of being hypocritical by not defending my free speech," while talking about how free speech is the most important thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Oh
And
man, yeah, they eat
his
that shit
critics
up.
would they just couldn't understand it. It was just like mind blowing to them, like this concept. So I made a video on that, got a couple hundred views. Pretty
Okay.
much making any content that is like drama is gonna get easy views, especially if it's recent drama. Like
Mhm.
I don't know if you pay attention to YouTube at all. You know who Mr. Beast is,
Of
right?
course. Yeah.
Yeah. So Holio, I have to ask because Holio doesn't know anybody. Holio didn't know who Mr. Beast was.
Julio lives under a rock, bro.
I agree. But
He lives in his own cave.
I just need to make sure. I just gotta make sure before I start rambling.
Yeah.
Did you hear about people being mad that he cured 100 blind people or 1,000 blind
Oh
people.
yeah. Oh yeah. He got a bunch of shit for that. It's kind of crazy to be honest, because it's just like, I don't
So
know.
the other day,
Even if
like
it is for
2
cloud,
days
at the end
ago-
of the day, it's just like, at least he's doing it.
Yeah, exactly. 2 days ago, he released 2 more videos. One was that he helped 1,000 blind people hear again, and the other was helped 1,000
Wait,
amputees.
wait. You said
get
1,000
legs.
blind people here again?
Sorry,
Do you
sorry,
mean deaf
1,000
people?
deaf people
Okay,
here
okay.
again, and gave 1,000 amputees artificial limbs or whatever.
Really?
And so now it's like another round of people being mad.
It's just a
So,
whole
like,
nother
if
round
I
of people
wanted
being
if I
mad.
just wanted easy views, I just need to make a video talking about Mr. Beast hearing and people being mad, and that'll get views. You know what I mean? I guarantee it.
Do it. Please. I want to see it. I'll support you.
See, I know that, like, I watch, because my thing is that I'm the motherfucker that watches these videos, you know what I mean? I'm this fucking asshole that sees the video of somebody getting mad at Mr. Beast for curing blind people, and I get mad at them, you know what I mean? And so I'm my own audience, is basically what I'm trying to say.
Of course.
But,
Somebody's got to be right.
Al's gone. But, my issue is that if I keep making all this drama content, people that watch me are gonna be like the angry drama people, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna cultivate this viewer base that are just people that are there for the fucking drama and shit.
Just there for being angry, yeah,
exactly.
man.
And it just sounds like the most toxic, like, bad for my mental health thing ever.
Hey, man, you know what? At this point, fuck it. You know? If you chase all that shit and you want to make videos for it, you might as well make videos for it and then also make videos while playing hardcore WoW.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, shit.
I'm talking about how people are being mad at Mr. Beast and how I could easily make videos abusing that anger. Like cultivating angry people, but probably not the best.
Yeah, we were talking about like YouTube videos getting like random amounts of views, and then he was going on about how like he made a rant video pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know if Zal know who H3H3 is either, to be honest with you.
I don't know who that is, but I know who
Just
Mr. Beast is.
Just one of my viewers that comes around every now and then.
Okay. Well, no, I was talking about H3H. I'm in your stream.
Sorry,
I think I've seen Zal in here before.
Yeah, he comes around every now and then. He's quite often, actually, I would say.
Nice.
I can stream like random day. Like I cannot stream for 6 months, and then I just stream one random day, and Zal will show up. Awesome. He'll be like, "Hey man, I haven't talked to you in like 6 months." And I'll be like, "Oh shit, dude, what's up?"
Nice. Just been getting like some old sloppy but clean people in my stream.
Yeah, having one or two people that'll come in hand. That's why I have felt like I'll come into yours and just like say hi. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Getting that viewer to come in and just say what up, it's just like it's nice to have. Yeah. Streaming for 8 hours with no viewers is just kind of depressing.
Absolutely.
I like coming in. Yeah, that's fine, Zal. I appreciate it either
way. Hey, that's just a lurker, you know.
Shows me somebody's thinking about me.
I always try to do that too. If I see somebody that I know is streaming, I always pop in and lurk for a little bit, talk some shit.
Hang out in Mr. Phil's chat. Sometimes I'll lurk him.
Who's Mr. Phil?
He's a guy in our guild, but I fucking forget who it was because his fucking username on Twitch is different than his guild name. And I'm like, I know this is a guy on Sloppy But Clean, I just forget who.
Mr. Phil.
It's not Mr. Phil, it's like Mystic Phil or something like that. Here, let me find his actual name. Oh my god, I'm following way too many goddamn channels. How does this even happen? How do I even follow as many channels? I don't remember following this. Oh, right here. Yeah, Mystic Phi. MISTIC PHI.
Can you link their channel?
Sure. snap! They have more viewers than me now,
Big.
or they have more followers. Oh, you don't have a here. Let me follow you. Oh, I am following you already. I guess that makes sense. That's how I see it.
That's how you popped in.
Yeah, good point. I'm bored now. Bye. No problem. Sal. Talk later.
Did you start a new character?
Yep.
Are you still doing all the achievements?
I'm doing just the bloodbath achievement.
Okay, that's not too bad. You're
'Cause
gonna.
I'm planning on AOE grinding anyway.
I wonder if
so-
you could still do dungeons.
Yeah. The only
Okay.
thing I can do is I just can't do any quests. It's the only thing.
Feels bad. But I mean, you're gonna go in there and get XP. I mean, if you go in there, I'd definitely be like, hey, let's pull literally fucking everything. What else do I have left? Seriously, am I just at my questie's bugging, bro? I updated. Okay, there it is.
I'm not using any add-ons either.
Oh, I need to use.
Other than the required one.
Oh, I'm using a good amount. I'm using like Questy and whatnot.
Honestly, the main reason I'm not using add-ons is because I didn't want to have to download and set them all up again.
I had them all downloaded from Psalm, so.
Yeah, I didn't, so I'd have to download all my fucking mods. Because they can't just copy over the Wrath of Lich King versions, because they wouldn't work. You have to download the actual older version, and then the... Imagine being friends with the elusive Canadian Stickman's scraping the barrel there. That's funny. Because Al found your channel.
Oh shit. Hey, what's up, man? Hopped into my channel now. Dude, he's the homie, man. He's been in my guild back in Slav McLean. He got Jesus Christ, I'm drawing a blank on him. Atiesh.
Yeah. I actually don't know if Zal ever seen it, but a while ago I got rid of it because I stopped playing WoW. It didn't make sense to have it while I was playing RuneScape, but I had an emote that was just a picture of Atiesh. It said Atiesh, by the way. Because my friends would make fun of me whenever I would die. Like, I would do something stupid, and they'd be like, they gave this guy Atiesh. This fucking Atiesh.
Oh, this guy, yeah. What's his name? He was friends with Ira Shami. He wasn't in Sloppy though. He was actually in Good Morning.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, that's a level 34. I don't want to fuck with that. Later, Zal. Yeah, fun at work.
Zal? Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man.
What was I? What was I saying? Oh, that guy's name. Shit. It was IR Shami and his friend. That was his friend, but I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
He was either a hunter or a shaman, I'm pretty sure.
I think he had a bunch of characters.
That's also very likely.
Cause I think he had like a paladin, but he was a clicker.
It's okay. One of my...
It's never okay.
I don't know
for us,
who I'd
Pyro.
actually call my best friend anymore, but one of my potential best friends is a clicker too. We started playing WoW like at the same time, way back, like original WoW, back in like 2005, 2006 we started playing, and I was making a druid and he was making a warrior, and I remember him being like 10 levels higher than me, and we still argue about this to this day, and I was like, I bet you I could beat you in a duel if you were naked, and we were like, okay, so we tried, and then he ended up beating me.
Wait, what were you playing?
I was a druid, he was a warrior.
Okay.
He was 10 levels higher than me, and he ended up beating me, but I was like, the only thing he was allowed to use was a weapon. And
Okay, yeah.
It started this argument that we've had to this day because he kept his rings on, and I argue that wearing your rings is not naked, and he argues that it is. Yeah, see, but he argues that it's not like clothing or armor, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't think that rings and trinkets would be considered being naked. Like, you can still wear rings, like, in real life. If you are wearing rings in real life, do you think you're naked? I mean,
If I'm
I
still naked, yeah.
see.
Okay,
That's the
so
thing. Is I
now,
approve of
so in
him,
World.
but I also wanted him to take his rings off, so I needed to argue that he was wrong.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You see my
But
problem?
to defend him, rings don't have durability. So if you make a birthday suit in
True.
game, you keep your rings
But
on.
I actually pointed this out to him when I started my character yesterday. If you go to the achievements of this game, and the nudist achievement is you complete the challenge naked. It specifies no armor, no ambulance, no rings, and no trinkets, but a weapon and shield is allowed.
Mm.
So I linked that to him, and I was like, this game thinks no rings.
Take it back. I won the argument.
Yeah,
Fair and
fucking
square.
15 years later, motherfuckers still bring it up.
Oh man, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
go
be right back.
vendor.
I'm refilling my drink. I can still hear you
Okay. I'm almost done here in Shimmering Flats. I should be hitting 32 soon and finally getting a rogue ability. Or rogue talent, I should say. Ghostly Strike. I might even be able to just turn in some quests now and get it. But I'm gonna vendor. Save all that turn in for at the same time.
though. Man, I'm kind of annoyed that I was level 8, like almost at the point where I'm starting to get talents, and then I realized, fuck, I gotta start over again. Not even because I died, it was just because I was fucking stupid.
Doing the achievements wrong, yeah. I think I might have fucked up my run because I turned in some quests while I was in a group for a dungeon, and I don't know if it screws up the hardcore achievement, but either way I've recorded everything, so I've recorded pretty much everything. Like the only shit I don't record is like sometimes like if
You
I'm on a
handed
flight
in
path.
quests while in a group? I don't think that'll matter.
Yeah, I don't think it will either.
So
Okay.
if you're not allowed to group in the overworld, does that mean you just can't do quests that are in the overworld?
Yeah,
Unless you're able to solo
you
them?
have to solo group quests in the real world. You could go so like the only thing you can do is when you're on your way to a dungeon, you could be together and group together. So like if you go to Dead Mines, you know, you could go together.
Yeah, you can get to the dead mines together.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Yeah. Or like if you're going to Maradon, you gotta like kill the fucking centaurs to get to Maradon together.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You got to be together. Um Damn, dude, you're really going to try and do the no quest achievement?
Yeah, because
I
I'm
mean,
just
you are playing a
gonna
mage, so like you're just gonna play Frost, play it safe.
and I'm just gonna probably AoE grind.
Yeah. Are you gonna do the cryo achievement though?
No, because
Flame Strike's
I
OP.
I was gonna start with like last time I started with the cryo achievement, and this is actually why it took me so long to get level 8, because I wanted to do the cryomancer achievement. It's a good thing that I didn't, because I didn't accept it at first. You know what I mean? So it didn't actually matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you don't get frostbolt until level 4, so I had to melee all of the mobs
Oh
from
shit! I forgot. Yeah, Fireball's
level
your
1
first
to
spell.
level 4. Yeah. So it took me like an hour and a half to get level 4 because I just had to melee all the goddamn mobs.
Yeah, screw that, dude. I feel like also you'd be like you'd really regret not having Arcane Explosion because if you're doing
Yeah,
that, you can
and
also get Arcane Explosion.
I can't conjure food and water.
Oh, ugh,
Yeah. Which is like
oh,
why am I even playing a fucking mage at that point?
yeah, no, thank you.
And so that's why I was just like, okay, well I fell off the cryomancer real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then I fell off the scavenger one because the reason I wanted to do scavenger was I liked the idea of only being able to use items that I found on mobs or that I crafted. I didn't want to be able to buy gear from a vendor or be able to use gear from quests. So I'm not going to complete quests anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the only way
The
you
trade
can do
good
that
vendor
with
sucks.
scavenger is that it stops you with a trade good vendor, and then I can't craft, and then it defeats the whole fucking purpose.
Yeah, that's too rough. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think
Conjure
that
water.
the scavenger should allow you like don't buy anything except for from the trade's good vendor. Like I think that should be the one exception because then you can do pretty much any achievement, like any profession with just buying stuff from Trades Good Vendor. Except maybe a few. Like I think Trades Good Vendors will sell like blacksmith hammers and stuff like that too, right? And like coal and flux for smithing, or no?
Yeah, there should be stuff from those vendors,
Yeah,
blacksmith vendors and whatnot. Oh God.
because I don't think that doesn't change anything. It doesn't make it easier to be able to buy crafting. Like
I gotta kill these like level 35s and they're so strong.
if you could get crafting like trade goods off of mobs, that'd be a different situation. Like the very first thing I looked up was, okay, well if I can't buy coarse thread for tailoring, let me like Wowhead with mobs drop coarse thread. Not a single mob in the entire game drops coarse thread. The only way you can buy it is from a vendor, so you're just like blocked right there.
Yeah, that's just like too rough. It's gonna be nice though, because if you do the bloodbath achievement, you'll have like tailoring, I would assume, first aid and whatnot. So like you can just grind humanoids, and once you get 20, dude,
Exactly.
you're cruising. You'll be in Hillsbrad.
Yep.
It'll be nice.
Like 24, I think, is when you get Kona Cold, and then that's when you can like really start taking off with the AoE grinding.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I just all the gear I make, I won't have any quest rewards, but I'll be able to craft all the gear that I want. And then if I need to like, I'll just go grind whatever mobs I need for my source materials, you know.
I would go skinning tailoring.
Yeah, I was thinking about going enchanting just at first, just to get a
wand.
And then drop it.
Okay, that's not a bad idea, especially if you're going bloodbath, dude. Yeah, it's like, because you won't have another way to get a wand.
If I could get a wand by level 5, that'd be the best, because that's the earliest you can get the wand. But the problem is that
That's the drop.
I gotta get to. That's the drop. What do you mean? No. I mean the wand you craft.
Yeah. Okay.
The earliest one you get is level 5 if you craft it, but you need 10 enchanting. Which how the fuck am I supposed to get 10 enchanting? The only way you can do it is like
you're not doing quests either. Yeah.
Either finding greens that drop, or the vendor sells like 1 or 2 strange dust and lesser magic essence, but they cost like 10 silver a piece. So where am I gonna get that money? You know what I mean? So I'm in this weird position.
Yeah, that's tough, dude. I didn't even think about that. I would just go.
That's why right off the bat, I'm killing humanoids right now. Like I'm gonna kill humanoids all the way up to whatever, because there's not really any point to killing beasts. Humanoids have a higher chance of dropping green items as well. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Alright, how many more of these? 3 more. These are rough, man. But I have to do it for the quest, and I'm like, after this, I'm done with all the kill quests that I need to do. I'd love a fucking crippling poison. There we go. I love crippling poison. Oh, he's running.
Okay, so killing level 1 gets me 26 experience now. Takes 2 fireballs. Let's just test it against killing level 2.
Of course, I have everything up, and there's no more of these basilisks nearby, or they're just out of range. Damn. God damn it. Alright, we'll kill
You
Turtle.
played Warcraft 3 mods, right? Custom games?
Yeah, we played a bunch of them together.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Ever play Rabbits vs. Sheep?
I think so, actually.
Okay,
Is that like the one? There's.
I don't want to poison your well, if you know what that means.
Yeah,
Tell
that
me
makes
what you
sense.
think about it.
Oh, nice turtle meat. I think it's the one where is that the one? There's like four entrances, not entrances, but like pathways where stuff can kind of spawn into, and you're in the center, and I think we played it once. That's why,
Uh, four pathways that spawn from the top or from like each side?
like north, east, south, and west.
Okay, so no. But
Oh,
I
okay.
think the game you might be talking about is like uh cow defense or something like that, where there's like a tower in the middle and mobs spawn from the four corners, and we have to like, or hero defense, and you have to like, you pick
I
a
think it
hero
was
and then
hero
you.
defense I was thinking of, but what was that? I could have sworn there was like some sort of sheep game that we played where maybe it was four from the top. I remember there was one that had like one for each direction, and then there was oh dang dude, level 40 pally. I'm stealing this shit, dude. Yoink. Either way, it's not the best Warcraft 3 mod. You know what the best Warcraft 3 mod is. I can't hear you. Your mic's lighting up, but I see you talking though. I'm gonna restart Discord real quick.
Stream is still able to hear me.
Okay, hello?
Hi.
Okay, I can hear you now. That was really weird.
Oh, that was weird. But no, rabbits versus sheep is a team versus team game. Like picture League of Legends, right? You join a queue like League of Legends, and you get matched 5 people versus 5 people, and you
Uh-huh.
pick what champion you want, and then you load into the game. Except instead of League of Legends, it's there's two sides. The map's split down the middle in two halves. Each team is on one half. A rabbit spawns on one side and a sheep spawns on the other side. Whenever the team kills a sheep, it spawns 2 rabbits on the enemy side. Whenever a team kills a rabbit, it spawns 2 sheep on the enemy side. You see what I mean? So
Yeah, I think I did play this game with you because I remember it vaguely now that you're describing it.
yeah, so it's basically this game of like who can kill these animals the fastest that are like forever increasing in spawn. Because for every one you kill, like for every one the enemy kills, you 2 spawn on your side of the map. And so you
Mm-hmm.
gotta kill them as fast as possible, but not die. And then the first team to either die or the first team to have more than a certain number of mobs on the map loses. It's like the first team to have more than 500 animals on their side loses, for example. And so I'm trying to remake that. Why
Wait,
don't my
what do you mean you're
games
trying to remake that?
like I'm trying to make that game
In
like
Warcraft?
remake it as a standalone game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
That'd be sick. Uh-oh.
Sorry, what's up?
Okay. I thought your Discord cut out again.
Oh no, my roommate came in. I was talking to him for a second. What'd you say?
Gotcha. I said that'd be sick.
Yeah, I've so far I don't know how much you know about programming, but
Not a lot.
I made a bunch of it I made a bunch of it the wrong way, and then realizing how to actually make it, I restarted, and now I'm pretty much back up to where I was doing it the proper way, using a state machine, if you have any idea what that is.
I don't know what a state machine is, but knowing that you're back at your progress that you started out at, or not started out
It's
at, but that you were at beforehand, that's pretty big.
So I guess the best way I could describe a state machine is like imagine your character standing still and you're not doing any actions. That's your idle state. And now you're auto walking. You're just running forward without doing anything, not performing interactions. That's your running state. And then you're auto attacking without performing any actions. That's your attacking state. Right?
Gotcha. Okay.
And so what it what the state machine does is controls which of those states you're in, and it contains the logic for when you should switch to which state. And so at first, I just had this like super janky code where these rabbits would just do whatever the fuck. But now they actually have this proper state machine that like base itself on logic. So for example, they spawn in and they start in their idle state. Their idle state flips a coin. If the coin is heads, they stand still for a short random duration, 2 to 5 seconds. They stand still and not do anything. And then they repeat the process. But if it's a tails, then they pick a random location nearby and set that as their destination. And then they switch to their wander state, which is them like walking towards the destination they chose. Then when they reach that destination, it switches them back to their idle state and repeats the process. And at any point, and during any of these states, if their health drops below 0, they go into their death state and play their death animation and then despawn.
Gotcha. Sorry, I'm fighting this last gazer and it's kind of brutal. I pulled something else, but I'm still following a bit.
That's cool. That's no problem.
But it sounds like you're making the game and you're making progress.
But yeah, I think I'm making some good progress. Excuse me. And so I got basically what I'm trying to say is I got like the AI for the animals like mostly implemented. The hardest part is going to be the making it multiplayer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So currently I'm just making it like a single player version where you'll just be by yourself and you'll spawn in and there'll be one rabbit. And when you kill that rabbit, it spawns 2 rabbits. And it just propagates like that. And it'll just be like a high score of how many rabbits you're able to kill before you die.
Well, I don't know if this makes sense or whatnot, but if you were able to make the full single player game, wouldn't you just be able to clone, I guess, the states and then just do it for multiplayer?
So, yes and no. The way the state machine will work is, yes, I could just implement another player and the state machine will be able to control the other player. The problem is that the way multiplayer works is you need to have a host client and like a host server and then the client, and they need to communicate back and forth to each other. But you don't want to communicate everything back and forth to each other because that would be too much information to broadcast. But you need to communicate important information to each other so to stop people from being able to cheat. You know what I mean? Like if like you want the server, for example, to handle the character's movement or at least check the character's movement. Otherwise, people could just teleport all over the place and the server wouldn't care and wouldn't even know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that's handled completely client side, they'll just fucking do whatever the fuck they want. Nobody can stop them.
You got people in teleporting and flying around and shit.
Yeah, people already do that, and it's checked server side, so like it's hard enough as it is to stop. But if it was all client side, you'd have literally no chance of stopping it. What was I gonna say? So usually what they do is they'll have the server perform the calculation, and then the client perform the same calculation, and then they'll check. And the server will check, hey, did you get like roughly the same answer that I did? And as long as it's within roughly the same area, like approximate area of the answer, then like if it's within like a 1 or 2% margin of error, then it'll be like, okay. And if it's not, then it'll fix it for it. And that's why rubber banding happens. So like your client is like doing the math for your character to like run somewhere, and so you keep running. But then when it finally communicates with the server goes, wait a minute, my math says that you shouldn't be there, so you gotta come way back here, and so it teleports you back. And that's what rubber banding is.
Huh. Okay. That's pretty interesting.
So yeah, rubber banding is like either just some sort of lag that is stopping your computer from like updating its movement input to the server. So the server's like, you should be standing still for these like 5 seconds, but your client knows that you're trying to move forward, so it moves you forward for 5 seconds, and then once it 5 seconds later, when they finally are able to communicate again, there's that weird discrepancy, and it's like the server's like, wait a minute, you should be here. And since it'll always prioritize the server's information over the client's information for like safety purposes, because it prioritizes the client's information, then people could just hack and it wouldn't matter. The server would just,
It would
So
just crash.
well, it wouldn't crash. If the server listened to if the server prioritized the client's information, then I could just teleport somewhere on my client, and then the server would be like, oh, okay, well, the client says you're here, so that must mean it's true, and it would just be okay with it. And then people could just teleport wherever, and you couldn't really stop it, right? But since it's the server takes precedent, if somebody teleports somewhere in their client, then when they communicate to the server will be like, yo, I got different information, and my information is more important than you, so fuck you, and it'll like fucking force you to listen to it.
Gotcha. Is there, so in the cows, or not cows, but the rabbits versus, was it rabbits versus wolves or
Rabbits
something?
versus sheep.
Rabbits versus sheep, okay.
Yeah, it's just a really dumb name. It could be really anything. It's just supposed to be like, like I was thinking, like if I want to change the name, I could make it like goblins versus gnomes or something. You know what I mean? Like it could be really anything.
Yeah, you just need two items.
Two antithetical sort of things. I know rabbits and sheep aren't generally antithetical, but like if I were to do it, like maybe I could do like red versus blue, and it's just the exact same, but one team their minions are red and one team their minions are blue. You know what I mean? It could be fucking anything.
I've played that game before.
Because I don't want to do red versus blue because that's such a common like name. Like it's probably 100 million games with the name red versus blue.
Angry Birds.
Yeah. But I don't know what else to do. Like right now I'm just doing rabbits and sheep because that's what I'm basing it off of. So fuck it, I'm just gonna stick with that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But,
and at some point you could probably change it too. And it shouldn't
exactly.
be too crazy.
I can pretty easily change it. So I'm just like going with this, and then maybe eventually if I get to the point where I end up going to release the game, maybe I'll change it from rabbits versus sheep, because I also kind of don't want to use the same name as the Warcraft 3 mod, because then you might get into legal issues. Like, imagine if League of Legends, like Dota, for example, they got away with it because they called themselves Dota, whereas the mod was called Defense of the Ancients, and it was just colloquially called Dota. You know what I mean? But Dota isn't Defense of the Ancients, like the Valve version. It's just Dota. That's just the name, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like if obviously the likelihood of me making a first game and it becoming super successful is super unlikely. But I'm just saying,
that'd be badass.
It would be badass. But if I were to make this game and it got like big enough, and the creator of Rabbits vs. Sheep was like, wait a minute, like you literally just used the exact same name and it's clearly the exact same concept as my game.
Yeah.
Then I might get into issues.
Dude, just goblins versus gnomes.
Yeah, so goblins versus gnomes is a decent one. I feel like for some reason goblins and gnomes feel like enemies to me.
They're both little people.
I mean, they're like
they're both little angry people.
Yeah, in World of Warcraft, they're enemies, you know what I mean? Like, the goblins and gnomes are, like, gnomes are alliance, goblins are horde. But I feel like, just in general, like, in Dungeons and Dragons kind of lore, I feel like, in general, as a general fantasy trope, goblins and gnomes are antithetical to each other, I feel like. Did you agree with that?
Yeah. I also think, too, like, in World of Warcraft, like, they are friendly towards each other in certain places, like Booty Bay, and
all races are somewhere.
Gadget Sand. Yeah, that's true.
Another example of like a common is like elves versus orcs. That's like a common thing. Lord of the Rings uses it, World of Warcraft uses it, but
cats versus dogs.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like killing cats and dogs in a video game, a lot of people probably aren't gonna like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Although rabbits versus sheep, I guess, is not much different.
Yeah.
So maybe it should be goblins versus gnomes, because you want people to. You don't want to.
So
I don't
do
know.
you? Is it just like? How do you kill them again? Is it you just get like?
So it's like League of Legends combat style.
Okay,
So
so you have
you
different
like can
spells and
right
whatnot.
click on something and it'll like attack it.
Okay.
Or you can use spells. But unlike League of Legends, I don't think I'm gonna use click to move. I think I'm gonna use WASD to move around, and it'll sort of be more like World of Warcraft.
Or like, oh, server shut down.
Oh, it's Tuesday. Fuck.
Whee! I want to just okay. Fuck, I want to grind a little bit. I'm literally at 99%, so I want to grind a couple more turtles, ding, and then turn in all these quests. So I need to pump.
It's only supposed to be done for an hour, so hopefully it's just a restart.
Yeah, it's still beat.
I haven't been leveling much. I've been rambling about programming, but it's fine.
I mean, you're in the early stages still. You're not doing anything. Plus, all you're doing is killing shit, so you're allowed to just ramble.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You're a little cray cray for doing it like that, but
I like grinding. There's a game called Fly FF. I don't know if I've ever told you about this game. It was like a game that I played before World of Warcraft when I was a kid.
uh-huh.
And the game is only grinding. There are quests in the game. You can get one quest every other level. And the quest is to turn in 20 items you get from killing mobs.
Yep.
So the quest is to grind mobs. You know what I mean? So.
And now your
entire
game is to grind mobs.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is, but like when I was a kid, I just like got into these games that were just like the only gameplay is just grinding, and I just got super into them, and it's just stuck with me the whole time. I really like probably one of the most enjoyable leveling experiences in World of Warcraft, in my opinion, is warriors once they make Victory Rush like a level 4 skill.
I think that's in Wrath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty satisfying.
But like, then you can like, you kill something, you charge, Victory Rush heals you, gives you damage, and then it just like gives you a really nice loop of just charging and killing shit constantly without much downtime. I really like that. I think charge, if I had to pick one ability that I think is the most fun ability of any class, I think I would pick charge.
Really? Not blink?
Yeah. No. Charge just feels like more enjoyable than blink. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you do stun and you get right into melee range.
Yeah. It just, and there's like, it's got like the funniest little bugs that happen with it. Like
oh, it's got so many bugs.
Will
yeah.
charge like a
and it like zigzags
to get to you. Yeah.
I got
And
32,
like,
man.
You're trying to charge in front of somebody who's directly in front of you, but there's like a stick in between you, so he fucking charges like 100 miles around the fucking planet to get to you. You know,
he goes all the way around, yeah.
Shit. That shit fucking cracks me the fuck up. But it just feels so good with a melee character. You know what I mean? Like, to just be able to be like, I'm melee, my disadvantage is getting to you, here's ability that gets me to you.
It's Shadow Step is really satisfying too.
True, that's also true.
Feral Charge and all those blink spells. I really like blink as a mage, though.
Is it
like
Feral
it's
Charge the same as regular charge?
So it's slightly different.
In bear it's charge, but in cat it's shadow step.
Yeah. Shadow Step kind of blinks you to it, and you're instantly there. Feral Charge, you kind of you like in cat form, you still kind of dash to them or jump to them.
Okay.
But the difference between Feral Charge and Warrior Charge,
it's almost like you disengage to behind them.
Yeah, you just like jump to them instead of charging. But the difference between Feral Charge and Warrior Charge is Warrior Charge stuns them for like a second. And Feral Charge roots them, and it also locks them out of a school if you hit them. It's also an interrupt. So like if you hit them while they're casting.
Interrupt them out of a school too, though? Or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you have to pummel to lock them out, but barrel charge
Makes
locks
sense.
them out. What am I listening to? These fucking Animal Crossing songs.
Oh
Goddamn
yeah,
it,
the one
Glitch
thing I
City.
will say about I was gonna say, um, there's a way you can do. How good is your internet?
Eh.
If you have pretty good internet, more importantly, pretty good upload. So my upload to Twitch is currently using about 5.6 megabytes, between 5 to 6 megabytes. Fluctuates obviously.
Mhm.
If you can support double what your upload is currently, you could get this add-on, this like plugin for OBS that will let you stream to another source, but it basically like duplicates your output and will output it to another source. But then you need twice the upload because now you're uploading it twice. You know what I
So
mean?
what would you upload? Like, would you also be streaming on
So
YouTube or something?
that exactly is you would stream to YouTube, and then YouTube would just basically store your video as like a VOD, it's like permanent storage. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
The only issue is, what's nice about streaming to Twitch is you can exclude your music audio from your Twitch VOD pretty easily. Like actually really easily.
I
If you
didn't know
do that,
that.
I can actually show you how to do it in like 2 seconds if you want.
Yeah.
But if you do that and then you multi-stream to YouTube, your YouTube will still have the music, and
Okay.
then your YouTube will get copyright stricken.
I think
So
mine got a couple already, just
yeah,
because of the music.
so that's why I just stream to Twitch and have it save the VOD without my music track, and then I just record, and then
Put your own music over.
the way I save my recording is like you can record. How am I trying to word this? You could specify which track to save the audio recording, and so the audio recording I save doesn't include the music as well. And so when I upload that to YouTube, it won't have the music. The only slight problem is sometimes I sing along or dance to the music, and then when the video gets uploaded and there's no music playing, it looks really awkward.
Well, can you upload the video to YouTube with different music though?
I could, but it's not gonna sync. Like
Yeah, that's fair.
I could open the video in just a music player, like or a video editor, and just add like a background audio, like music if I wanted to. But the point typically of those is just to upload them. Like you want it to be as easy as possible. Just you get it and you upload it, and then you have it there, and you don't have to keep it on your. That's the handy thing about uploading it the whole cloth. Like you probably want to compress it because otherwise uploading it is going to take forever. So there's a application called Handbrake, because I don't know if you've ever actually done this, but you know when you record, you get a file that's like 25 gigs, right?
Mhm.
How do you get that file smaller? What do you do?
I don't know. All I've been doing when I record is I've just been recording VODs up to YouTube. So like I'll just go to OBS and then I'll click on Remux recordings and then I'll just take that
Okay.
video and upload it to YouTube.
How long does it take you to upload them?
It takes me a hot minute.
Like, we talking like over an hour?
Maybe not an hour, but like 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay. So something that you can do, either I'm not exactly sure what order you would need to do it in. There's an application called Handbrake. Actually, I can show you this while the server's down if you want how to do this.
Yeah.
But it will load in a video, and you give it your like raw like 25 gigabyte video, and it'll basically compress it down. It'll keep as much of the quality as it can and compress it down to like maybe a gig or two, depending on how long the actual video is. You know what I mean? Then you can run that through your OBS Remuxer, which should also make the Remux go significantly faster as well. The Remuxer essentially is just converting the file type.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
you're
pretty much what
definitely
it
gonna have
is.
to show me that when the servers go
Yeah.
down here in a bit.
Yeah, I'll show you in a second.
Oh, I'm so glad I
And I can
finally
show you
got
how to do.
Ghostly Strike.
And I can show you how to do the audio thing too.
Yeah, that'd be sick, man. Finished everything just in time. Now I just gotta decide on where I go next. 32. Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording because I'm just gonna be chilling in Orgrimmar until the servers die down.